Hey yo pretty people, my name is Lex and welcome back to Minecraft on the sadly vanilla server. Well friends, we're here at my little outskirt of the server, very far away from everybody else and also quite far away from my nether base, in a whole another dimension, mind you. And the reason for that is basically because I'm moderately tired of seeing red lately. For 2 episodes in a row we've been working on the whatchamacallit, but why do I have no hotbar? I swear to god, this is probably a replay mod screwing around. But yeah, for 2 episodes in a row we have been working on our ship in the netherverse, in the corner of the nether that we have. And now it's time to take a little vacation from the color red, my friends. And I'm thinking that we have quite a bit of a reason to do that, seeing how we've been neglecting this particular base, this particular place, sorry, for quite a while. Here, let me quickly take a nap to ensure that this is where I will return in case I die. But still, you get my point. This place has been absolutely abandoned by me, not really ever developed to any degree and to any point. The reason for that is, well, originally I thought that this is just a portal that we will eventually use to push our giant main ship out of, basically transferring it from the nether dimension into the overworld. But now, really, looking at the ship, I realized that this might be a tiny bit too small. First and for all, and second, this thing here is actually in a completely wrong location in the nether. If we want to push the ship through it, it will have to be actually like somewhere in that general direction, way up above, and it should be a giant sized nether portal. So this thing is safe for now, and as a gateway that I constantly am using to access my own base, this is a terribly simplistic design, won't you say so? Yeah, just check this out from a bit of a distance, right? Freaking look at this. I know, right? It's just a pillar. What the crap is that? Anyone who will be floating around will think that this is like from Joms or like Smithers, from basically someone who doesn't play on the server much. Not me, who is like the salty veteran. Yeah, okay, the salty part is absolutely true, but I still hesitate to call myself a veteran Minecrafter. I haven't fought in any wars, mind you, is what I mean. Yeah, but still, the point still stands though. We have to do something about it. And I think today is about the episode that we actually did that something done, basically, is what I mean. Okay, can I just see if... Why can I not see my hotbar today? Alright, you know what? Let me quickly figure out a design that I want to go for this thingy magic here. Basically, I need to figure out what I want to do with to begin with. And also let me figure out my little hotbar problem here. This seems like something I have already encountered, and that is entirely fixed by just logging off and logging back on the server. So, be right back, and yeah, see you guys in a moment. Okay, the hotbar is back and running. Well, okay, back and scrolling. It's a bit of a better way of saying it, but yeah, I've pondered around, I've sat on my butt, I thought to myself, what can we do, what can we plop in the middle of the ocean and have it still look natural and kind of okay, and be a good send-off point to our actual, well, not a base, but you know, this little corner of the server that I decided to claim as my own. And I basically realized that yeah, we're gonna build another ship. Don't get pissed at me though, guys. It's gonna be a way different one, not as big. It's not gonna take like 15,000 friggin' hours to create it. It's just one short episode, done in one. It's just that I have plenty of remaining black wool on me, and all of it has to be used somewhere. So yeah, we'll try and use all of the knowledge I already have about shipbuilding, thanks to you and thanks to my off-camera experimentation with the styles and whatnot. And afterwards, perhaps, we will even tune turn this island I'm running on into... Oh my god, there's a birch. There's a... not a birch, it's a dark oak tree randomly grew while I was running around. Yeah, into a bit of a pirate fort. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Sea of Thieves videos, and yeah, if you don't like that game, okay, that's your opinion. I ended up really liking, at the very least, videos about it because I haven't actually tried it yet. My PC is way too crap to run it. And two things that I kind of took away from it is that one, water is really pretty in that particular game, and two is that pirate forts are pretty friggin' badass, and it would be incredibly cool to have one around here, just in the middle of the ocean, on a little swampy island in here, kind of having our ships arrive from that general direction in the portal, and as you as you are arriving into ship, onto the ship from the nether portal, you are sailing away on a little small boat into the fort, where you are greeted by like local merchants and whatnot. That would probably, obviously, definitely split my inventory space into 3 different points already. One on the other side of the portal, one on this side of the portal, and one here on the fort. But whatever, it is a decorative project that I really want to have around. Plus, it can house some smaller farms that we cannot house on the actual ship, on the actual base ship, like sugarcane farm, because that's like one thing that I cannot create anywhere else. Okay, I've started to stumble upon my words at this point, so let me just quickly go find some spruce wood, because we already have dark oak wood, and I would love to have some spruce to break it up. And yeah, I'll experiment with some ship designs and be right back with you. Oh, the elusive spruce tree, guarded by the llama beast. I don't know how to make material gathering exciting, guys. Alright, I think I figured it out. And we're going to try and build this one the way they would build it in real life. So, starting with a bit of a skeletal structure for the ship. The problem with that method is that, yeah, it ain't gonna be easy to figure out how to build the ship around an already existent portal. And moving the portal isn't really an option, because, well, it is already linked with a portal in the underworld, in the nether. So, this is a bit of a conundrum. Yeah, give me a moment here in replay mode. I'll try to make this work, basically. So here they are, the fish bones of the upcoming ship. Yeah, it will be a pretty small vessel if you didn't realize it yet. And I was planning to have the, the nether portal in the captain's cabin or in the poop deck, one or the other. Basically, this is the back side of it, where you can already see like the beginning of the poop deck of this thingy-magic, the little overhang on the back side, and the little cabin that will be in here. And this is the nose, the pointy bit, basically speaking. And also I have lost my hotbar once again. That is pretty depressing. I will happily one day reunite with it, hopefully. But for now, just to save not money, save some time, excuse me, so I can save some time on relogging and, you know, restarting the game, because only that thing seems to fix this. Let me just quickly assemble as much of the lowest deck as possible. It basically starts out with a 3x3 and another 3x3 neighbor in it, after which there is a 2x2 section on either side. And you can notice already that I'm doing this very symmetrical right now, like very symmetrical. Sorry, had to suddenly. And in reality, the ships kind of rarely are symmetrical at all. At the very least, not to the degree that I'm using it right now. Okay, now comes the moderately complicated part. I will have to figure out a relief for the actual, you know, for the actual left and right walls of the ship. And while the center one I have a really good screenshot for, in that screenshot it is made out of a completely different material, so that was pretty stupid of me. Because that material, unlike the planks that I have on me right now, is way darker, and one can't really tell where one block ends and the other begins. So yeah, another time-lapse time. Look at her. Ain't she a beaut? She ain't. She's actually quite ugly, but let's not tell that to her face, to her nose. Yeah, she is actually pretty cool. The nose sail, the one that is actually usually it would be used not only for additional speed but for maneuverness of the boat, has to be reconsidered definitely. Plus there might be some space for another sail on the back of her, which is quite interesting really. When and yeah, there needs to be a little plank, not really a plank at all. Okay, get this from the back side. For the historical and, you know, just regular old accuracy, there is a thing that the ships of this caliber had on them. You see, the back side and generally the bottom of the ship is very specific with the way this wooden, like the wooden base of the ship, the wooden like main bone, the spine of the ship would be really thick, and it would actually stick out of the general surface of it ever so much, like actually pretty largely. I have no idea how it's called in Russian. It's called keel. So it was basically used so the ship does not flip to either left or right. Okay, but at the same time, out of the keel on the back side usually came out one more cool thing that stuck out really, and that I really remember from way back when I was little young Zloy, and I used to draw my own ships because I was, as I already told you in a couple episodes before, I was kind of always mystified by the sailboats, and especially the pirate ones. So they basically had this thing, which is, as a matter of fact, a mechanism of steering this stupid thingy-magic. It was submerging itself to a certain degree, and it was parallel to that keel thing that I mentioned. And that was the main thing that was steering the ship. That was the main thing that was deciding where the vessel goes. Because if the current... well, it's basic physics. I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain it. Especially since it's basic physics. But it always looked pretty cool to me, and I always loved the way it looked. One more thing that I would probably need to implement here is an anchor So that is another thing that I, for some reason, keep forgetting on Minecraft ships, is that they still need some kind of anchor. And yes, this thing that I'm right now sketching around using cobblestone pillars, actually those look fairly similar to what an anchor looks like. So we'll leave it like this for now. Maybe a good call would be actually anchoring the ship properly and dropping it all the way down. However, that would also mean that we need to get rid of the sails, because sails and anchor kind of exclude each other. If the ship is anchored, you don't want sails, because that will just rip your anchor out or rip your sails apart when the wind comes. So we'll leave it at that for now. We'll check it out. We'll check her out from a distance. Yeah, she's okay. She's fine. She might need another sail in the buttocks of it, on top of the captain's cabin. But other than that, I'm thinking that we got ourselves a pretty amazing, all things considered, a pretty amazing nether portal room. Because let's face it, that's what this stupid thing is. It's a nether portal room. That's all it had to be. But we, as always, blew it out of proportion. Well, we have this thing here. Next time we have time for our overworld shenanigans, we'll come down to this little island out here. We'll separate it entirely from the rest of the islands, and we will raise a bit of a wall to protect it from any incoming, you know, warships. But for now, for today, that's gonna be it. Thank you once again, everybody, so much for watching. This has been Slow XP. This has been Decidedly Vanilla. To be continued.